Hi to everyone, this is Yazid. So today's video is about continuation of access questions as we stopped, a continuation from where we stopped on question 1. So let us try to go through this question 2 and we see how we can solve the problem. So this question is telling us, is showing us a table and they are giving us some instruction here. So we shall use this deadline to go through and see what we can do. So the first part, they said the table below represents global secondary school students data, and they give us a table. This is a table with some heading: student number, name, sex and age, and class, and the home district. So you can see they said create a database called a database and save it as a global database. They said create a table to capture the given information with the appropriate data types, save it as a global. So this is the name of the table it's supposed to have. Then enter the data in the table below. So let us try to use access to solve the problem. Since access is about relation data, implies that it keeps data in tabular format. So when you go to your access, the first things you should think about is keeping this data into table or converting this data into table. So it is well organized. It will be very easy for us to come up with a table in our access used according to this one. As we are seeing, it is very organized. So we should just for the guidance for this question and we come up with this kind of answer, or we come up with a clear answer. So go to your access, open the access, then from there, from blank database, create the blank database. So create a file. As they said, the file name is supposed to be global what? They said it should create global. They said global database. So they said we create the global database. So we should create there a file called global database. This we are just following the question. This is the first part. They said create a database and save it as a global database. So this is the name they wanted us to name our file. So from there we can locate where we want to keep this file in our PC. So we can just browse. If you are not satisfied with this default one, you can browse and make sure you select your folder in your PC where you can easily access your your file. So to me, I will just use this desktop since I created some folder there to keep my lessons. So I can say Yazid database lessons. So I will just keep this to my folder. So I select this folder and I open this folder. I make sure the name which I want to store in this folder is okay, and I click OK. So when I'm looking for this file, I will just be going there and allocate and access that file. So if I'm satisfied and I just create here, okay, to create. So I'll create that file there in my what folder. So when you create your file, it will just open for you access, and this is what you're supposed to have to see when you open access with nothing. So by default, they give you this table with no content, but for you I can even close it, or you can use this red one to come up with your table with some data there. So from our main question is telling us to create the database. That's okay. Then another thing, to create a table to capture the given information with the appropriate and data types. Save it as global. So we must have a table called the global. From there, let us create a table called the global. We can just use this table one, default one. We save it to, we rename it according to our, or we customize to our own table. So let us right click on this name table one, then click save, or we just control S to save, then it will prompt you to rename or rename this table. By default it's table 1 because this is the one which is there, but if you require more table, they'll give table 1, table 2, so you're supposed to rename it. Or if they say go with that one, it's okay, but here they said we'll name to global table, so it is global. They said we rename or we create a table called global, so we click OK. We shall see the name for this table will change and to become global. So when you open this table, you can see we have nothing there. You've not designed anything, or you've not entered any data there, so nothing is there. It is blank. We can so close it, or we can just use here, or we can do anything there. So our main text, they said we create a table code global, then we enter the data there. We create a table with we create a table to capture the given information with appropriate data type. So we're supposed to create this table, the table from this illustration or this data, and we give it appropriate data type, then we enter even this data or the records here. So let us try to define the fields with appropriate data type, and we see. Let's create a table with appropriate data type according to this question. So we're gonna click on our access. Since we have this table with nothing, we modify this table. Remember it was the default one, so we can modify this one and to look similar to this one. So let us go to, first of all, you can use the director, or you can, the easiest way is to go to design view. So when you go to design view, by default this one will be a primary key, but when you go to your table, this field is the one gonna be the one which is gonna have that primary key to act as a unique identifier for your document. So it's better we keep this one, or we use this one as we add this one to we put primary key on this field. So let us rename this field, instead of ID to student number, then let us rename this one as student number, student number, student number. So student number is there. So we put a appropriate data type. If you go here to your question, you can see K0067. This implies this is a letter, these are values. So a mixture of letter and value is supposed, the appropriate data type there is supposed to be short text. So change to auto number to short text. Then another field, the next field is name. So you can see name. It will be short text. The field name is supposed to be. So let us change the name for this one. Name. This one is a word which Access can identify in different versions. So let us just take the way it is, short text. But this one, the word name in Access is not good to use just name, because Access understand name as a different thing. So it's better these are reserved words. that you are not supposed to use in access to as your field name. So next field is age, 6 age, and yes, 6. The next field is, I think it's age. In another one is, another field is called class. Then this home district. So class and home district. Class, then the last one, home district. Home district. So let us use and choose appropriate data type. If you got here 6, it will be short text. Age, I think age is number. Then class is short text, because if you got your data, this one is a number, prime number. You can see this one is a mixture of a letter, character, and the figure. So this is a mixture. Any mixture is supposed to be short text. Then home district is probably short text. So let us save the changes. We just click here or Control S, then we can close. Then we open and we see what we have designed. We can see it's okay now. So we can adjust to see everything clearly. You can adjust. Okay, you can just adjust to see everything clearly. So from there, what can we do? Just to answer another part, which is said we enter the data in the table below. So from there, we just follow up the data as it was there, or as it was given. Then we just enter and we put in our table we have just designed. So the first part is it is called C what. Then you just enter there in access. So this is the first data. Then the name is called this name we go to access, we put that name there. Then sex, female, I think. Then age, I think age 18. Then class, age 18, not 108, is 18. So then age, class S5. So we can just S5. S5. So from there, home district is Iganga. So you enter your data until you complete to the last person. From there, let us see when you complete everything, we save the change and we see. So when you complete everything, you come up with this. Everything is okay. Now your data is well organized. So from there, let us see the first question. They said change the home name into uppercase. You can see here. So I've just written this in the uppercase, or I typed this in the uppercase. Let me change. Let me just go to design. So how do we put these things in uppercase if it is in lowercase? Let us go to home, to design view, the district. Where the district, we go to field district, home district. This is home district. So under format, if it is nothing and you save the change, you can see. Let us close here. This is the district in lowercase. So but if you want to put this one uppercase, you just go to design view and we put where there is home district. You choose there the data type home district. Then you go to field property Under field format, you can see here the format. You just write there the symbol for greater than, it will give you uppercase. The symbol for less than, it will give you lowercase. So it's upon you to select that one. So save the change, then close and go and confirm whether the changes has applied to your data. You can see it has applied and is now okay. So from there you go to another part. They said generate a form to return the records of the following student: name, student number, then name, age, and home district. So they want a form to have these fields. You go to your create tab, you go to form wizard, then you click for, you just select. They said we're supposed to take this one, we're supposed to have this one, then the what else they wanted, the age, then home district, name, age, and home district. So name, age, home district, then home district. They don't want that one, then you just leave this one. So you select on this one what they wanted, then you click next. So they didn't specify anything here, just let us go with Cromner. Then the name, they said we're supposed to save it as student is student is what, student is form. So let us try to save this one as student is form. From there we put the title, student is form, student form. Then we don't modify because they didn't specify anything. Then you just click next. This is what they wanted. Let's to see this one. So another question was save it as student form. In the form, then insert a global what institute logo from the given support file. Then insert the title global institute with a font 20 size. So this is what they wanted to be a title. So we put this one title and we're gonna insert even the logo. So let us go to our form, then we change the view for this form, because this thing is supposed to be we're using this view. So this form, this is the title, but they didn't want this table, the title kind of table title, they wanted this one. So we change to this one. So from there they said this title should have let me select it. I want to make it small. So I want to move it here up so that will be in the center. So I think it's now okay. We go to home tab, then it's in already 20. Then we can even change the font. We can leave it area black, and maybe it's okay now. So to make sure it is bold like the way here it is here, so it's now black, and if we can give it okay. So from here, what else they wanted? They want to put a logo here. So we come to report and we look for logo, and we go to download. We can search for a logo for Global Institute. I think this one, this is what they wanted. So it comes, so we can change it here. I think it is here. We just put it where we want. Let us move to the location where we want it to be. Oh, I guess then you go to logo and you select the one I wanted. Where is that logo? So this is the logo. So you can make it big. You can make it big by adjusting. So now it's look good. I want it to be here in the corner, in the left corner. I think let me put it in the center of left corner. I think left corner is better. I think here it's better. Now I can adjust it. It's okay now. So from there, let me see the changes. Let me first save the changes and I see whether it's okay. I save, then I close this, then I'm supposed to change the view and I see this one. I think this one is okay. Now you can see Global Institute. So we can make it big. From there you can just go to your design view and modify this. So you can make it big. So this is, so let us go and view form view. You can see it's now okay. That is enough. Let us see, go to our question, another question, and they said indicate date and time it has been created. Use a query filter to, so indicating date and time. So let us convert this table into what we just to put, take into design, then you put date and time. Okay, date and time. So here to include the time, this one will give you date. So after confirming that one, so you should save your change, then you go to your view and see what you come up with. So this is the date and this is the time it was created. So let us go and see the next part. They said we should use credit to, they said use a query to filter out student from Masaka district and save it as Masaka. So let us go to our design, let us go to our access and we go to our query from maybe query wizard, then okay, let us just use query design. We add the table, then we select everything. We close this one, then we select everything, then we take everything, then we want to see a student from Masaka. So this district, from district, under criteria we put Masaka, like Masaka, or we can just use builder to put Masaka, like Masaka, to rate that name Masaka, same SP as was maybe used in table. So if we run our query, we'll be able to see only student from Masaka. So from there, they said we save this one Masaka. We save this one Masaka. So let us save query from Masaka. So let us save this query Masaka. Then we click OK. So we can see here the query Masaka is there. So another question, they said with age above 18 and we save that as age. So we create another query from, maybe let us use a query design. We add this table, we close, then we make sure we see what we want to put. We select everything, we drag and put here. So under age, we come under criteria. Under criteria we rate, or we can use builder to get a big space. Then we just rate greater than 18, because they said age above 18, which means 18 is not included. They just want to see age above 18, so greater than 18. Rate that one, click OK. So save this query, or we just let us first run and we see whether it is working. Let us run this. We can see under age, you can see it's okay now. We can see above 18 only, so we can save this query as age. So we click OK. It is done. We can see age is there. We can close here and even close this one, and this form is okay. So from there we can close even this one. So from there, let us say they said we generate another query to we generate a report from the table and we save it as student report. So this is a plain question. We just create a report, and they say to add your name and filter as the on your report. So we must modify that report to add our name and numbers of filter. So let us use report wizard. This is the table we want. They say we show the details. Then we click next. We click next. Then we click next. We click next. Then we modify. They said the title is supposed to be student is report. So we modify this to go to design view. So we put a space here, and we go to report. And report, we should add our name. So from report, let us click away. Where is the we should add our name as a footer. Here, this is where we're supposed to. This one will give us a name by default. We can just let me put something here. This let me copy just the text box here. I write here my name, then I click OK. So from here, format, then setup. No. From there, I think they said where is the question? They said we should put. Okay, let us use this label to put this name, or you can just a shortcut is just copy any text here to put, or you can just come to control, then you look for label, then you draw and you put your number, because they said we add even number. So if I have a number, you can add something and add. So that is, let us assume my number, or this one will just use control, withdraw the text box, then we put maybe name. So this, assume that is your name. Then from there, I think that is enough. This is what was add your name and the contact as a photo. Yes, that is what they wanted. So we just save the changes, then we close, then we make sure whether our report is okay. We can see is okay. Then when we go down, we can see the name, the contact, and everything is okay. Now working. So they said another thing. They said, I think that is the end of this question. Thanks for watching.